I just woke up from a dream that I know I cannot remember all of it. But I remember I had to go through a series of scenarios and it, like, well, not a series, but I had to go through talking to different people and walking through this house. I was walking through some house. It looked like a house from the Victorian period, and the people was dressed like the Victorian period. I don't know how I was dressed. And this house was so vivid, like I was walking through all these different rooms. I'm remembering as I'm speaking. And I was looking for something, and but this house was it was from the Victorian period, and parts of it was very beautiful, but parts of it in the back where nobody went to was really just worn, like if you leave rooms just worn with. I didn't see spider webs, thank God. I didn't see any spiders, but the floors had like parts of the paint chippings chipped on the floor, and yeah, I didn't see any bugs or anything like that, but it had just parts of the house was look worn, like it would, just sat and nobody went in those rooms. And it had a lot of doors. I wouldn't say they was hidden doors, but they was just like one door, for instance, was like this door had to be, let me think. I'd say about 1.5 feet. This door, it was a little tiny door, and I opened it to see what was back there, and it was the room was just as skinny as the door, the walkway into the room, but there was shelves, built-in shelves, and it was empty. And I found other rooms like that. It was a really, really big house. When I was looking, and parts of it was older looking, and I saw this girl, and her hair was in this really odd style. I've never seen a style like this before. Never. I can't even hardly explain it. It was like these long ponytails, like, I don't know. Like her ponytail alone was probably 2 or 3 feet in length. But it was sticking out like spikes in her head, like these spiky ponytails. And it was like rods or something. I don't know how they got it to stick like that. And her hair was pretty. You could tell it was beautiful, but I'm still seeing it. This was a little light-skinned girl, or she could have been, whitish or whatever. And yeah, I guess she was white because her hair was blonde, like my daughter's hair is blonde. And anyway, her hair was disheveled a little bit. Like some of the parts of her hair was very beautiful, but some of it was unkept. And I wasn't her mom, and I said, "Oh, her hair. You could tell it was real pretty when she got it done, but it looked like it just needed to be touched up a little bit." And I was like, "Oh, it's real pretty." And so I was going through all these different scenarios, talking to different people and looking through this house. And finally I found, like, I was like on some kind of treasure hunt. And I came to this man, and he said, "Stop playing those video games." And that was the end of the dream. Now, in reality, a backstory is I have been playing these video games again. I don't play nothing demonic, but I have drifted off again into playing video games. And I had another dream the other day. Oh boy, which I recorded. And this dream was, I think it was the day before yesterday, where I went back in time. In real life, I was in a sorority, and when I was in college, and this girl would play these games all the time. And I might attach the link to that video, to that dream, And I was shown her. I'm not going to say the whole dream because I'll attach the link. But basically, I was being asked, and I felt like I was being asked by angels, like, how does she look playing those games? I said, she looks real silly, and she was missing the meetings and stuff. And in this dream with the guy that told me stop playing was the guy this time. It looked like a black guy. I thought he was an angel as well. So I keep having these dreams where angels giving me messages. It's in that dream, the other dream I felt I was talking to. It's an angel at one point, one angel, and then multiple angels. And it was telling me, basically stop playing the games. And then I slowed down the games. I said, okay, well, I'm going to read the Bible for, I'm going to read all these different scriptures and all these different books and everything that I'm reading. I'm actually reading the book too. It's a biblical book. I said, well, I'll do all that. Then I'll play my games. So I thought I was okay. But no, I was specifically told in this dream, stop playing those video games. So I said, okay, that's it. That's it. So yeah, and in the past I played them. I stopped, didn't play them, back and forth. So yeah, I don't ever want to play them again, ever. So anyway, God bless.